Kidney disease can affect children in various ways, ranging from treatable conditions without any long-term consequences to sometimes life-threatening conditions. Fortunately, though, we have the option to seek a specialized care right in our own backyard. Sanford Health Fargo is home to the only pediatric nephrologist in the state of North Dakota. And joining us now is Sanford pediatric nephrologist Dr. Batu Majed. Doctor, so good to have you with us this morning.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having me.
So let's start with the basics. What roles do the kidneys play in our bodies?
So the kidneys are very smart organs in our bodies. You know, the main jobs, there's two big jobs that the kidneys do in our bodies. So one big job that they do, they balance the water in our bodies. So we drink too much, we pee the extra, we don't drink much, the kidneys hold back on the excess water. So it's a big job of balancing the water in our body. And the second job would be really to get rid of waste products, yes? So what we eat, what we consume in our body, what we excrete, part of the kidneys to also balance the minerals and many electrolytes, we call them, in our body, and get rid of the excess waste and acid that we formulate from our diet.
So important function. And so what does someone in your position, a pediatric nephrologist, do?
So we do a multitude of kidney disorders that involve, you know, from very tiny newborns up to young adults. And many of these disorders could involve congenital anomalies of the kidneys that babies are born with. And we care for other autoimmune diseases in the kidneys that can affect kidney health and kidney function. We treat high blood pressures in children, which is another disease that do affect children's several age groups depending on the etiology of the high blood pressure. We do also care for kids who develop kidney failure, whether short-term kidney failure after they get an insult that causes the kidneys to get upset and like get into injury. And we do treat kids with chronic kidney failure, meaning that their kidneys stopped providing that important job that needed to be done. So these kids typically get support treatments to support the kidney function. This is what we call dialysis.
And so what are some of the symptoms that maybe parents need to be watching out for in their children? If their children are complaining of something, when do they maybe need to talk to their doctor and think about seeing you?
So primary providers usually are able to, to pin out disorders or diseases that require a subspecialty care, like a pediatric nephrologist. Some disorders that, we do see are recurrent urinary tract infections. We see also, as I told you, congenital anomalies of the kidneys. So mothers may be able to know about these anomalies when they are pregnant through their prenatal care. So they may know there is a problem with the kidneys in their baby as they are pregnant. We are even available to see them prenatally for counseling and for future follow-up care. We also ask parents, there are some other, problems that warrant referral to us that involve the kidney, like high blood pressure, if they had repeated high blood pressures with their primary providers. So typically the primary providers would be able to refer them to us.
All right, doctor, thank you for joining us today. Again, the only pediatric nephrologist in the region. We are very happy that you are here in the Red River Valley helping treat our kids. Thanks for joining us today.
I'm happy to provide as much as I can to the community, and I'm so happy to be part of it.
Well, thank you very much. So coming up on today's show, we have your daily dose of motivation. That's coming up right here on North Dakota Today.